Hey there, English learners! Welcome back. I'm so happy you're here with me again. If it's your first time joining, my name is Hazel, and you've picked the perfect episode to start with. Today's lesson is going to inspire you, challenge your mindset, and of course, help you speak better English along the way. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? Like every day is the same. Wake up, work, or study, eat, sleep, and repeat. If you said yes, trust me, you're not alone. Today we're diving into a powerful topic that might just wake something up inside you. The title of our episode is Don't Just Exist, Start Living. Now that's a strong sentence, right? But what does it actually mean? Let's break it down before we go deeper. The word exist simply means to be alive, to breathe, to be present in the world. But when people say you're just existing, they often mean you're not really living with purpose or excitement. You're just surviving, not thriving. Now compare that to living. When you're living, you feel alive. You're doing things that matter to you. You're growing. You're taking chances. You're enjoying life and learning from it, even when it's messy. So this episode is about learning how to turn your English, your mindset, and your life into something more active, more joyful, and more meaningful. And yes, along the way, we'll learn a lot of useful vocabulary, phrases, and expressions, and I'll explain everything clearly. All right, let's get started. Imagine this. Every morning, you wake up, and the first thing you do is scroll through your phone. You go to work or class, answer questions, do your tasks. At the end of the day, you feel tired, but also a little empty, like you were busy all day, but you didn't really feel alive. Now listen to this sentence. Don't mistake movement for progress. This is a common English expression that means just because you're doing something doesn't mean you're moving forward. A hamster runs in a wheel. It's moving a lot, but it's not going anywhere. Let me repeat that. Don't mistake movement for progress. Can you feel the power in that? It's not just good advice. It's a way of thinking, a mindset. And that brings us to the great vocabulary word for today, mindset. A mindset is your way of thinking, your attitude toward life, learning, or a challenge. You can have a positive mindset, a growth mindset, or even a fixed mindset. In English, when someone says change your mindset, they mean start thinking differently, especially in a way that helps you improve. So if your mindset is I can't do it, maybe try switching to I'm learning how to do it. That tiny change in English and in life can be powerful. Now let's talk about another useful expression. Step out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is the place where everything feels safe and familiar. You know what to expect. But here's the thing. Nothing new ever grows there. Let's say you've been learning English for a while, but you only read and write. Speaking feels scary, so you avoid it. That's your comfort zone. But what if you said, I'm going to speak English for 5 minutes every day, even if I make mistakes? That's stepping out. That's living. Now, I want to teach you another word that connects beautifully with today's topic. Passion. Passion is something you love deeply, something that makes your heart beat a little faster. When someone says, I want to live with passion, they mean they want to do things that excite them, that matter to them. So here's a little phrase to add to your vocabulary bank. Find your passion and follow it. This phrase is often used to inspire people, and it fits so well with our theme. Don't just exist, start living. Let's pause here for a second. Can you think of something you've always wanted to do, but never tried? Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's starting a YouTube channel. Maybe it's learning to sing or dance or write stories. Or maybe it's speaking English fluently with confidence. Well, here's a phrase you need to know. It's never too late to start. This is such a useful expression in English and in life. No matter your age, your background, or your mistakes, you can always begin again. Let's practice a sentence together. I may be starting late, but I'm still starting. Isn't that powerful? Okay, let's move into another very useful phrase that English speakers often use when they feel stuck in a routine. I feel like I'm on autopilot. Think about an airplane. When it's on autopilot, the pilot isn't really flying. The machine is doing all the work. So when someone says, I feel like I'm on autopilot, they mean I'm doing things, but I'm not really thinking or feeling anything. Sound familiar? Now let's flip that. Let's add energy. You can say, I want to take control of my life again. That's another great sentence, full of motivation and real English you can use. You might also hear people say, I want to be the driver of my own life, not the passenger. That means I want to make choices, not just let things happen to me. Are you starting to see how these phrases aren't just good for learning English? They're good for life too. Now let's shift into a mini motivational moment. Imagine I'm talking directly to you, one-on-one. Listen closely. You are more than your routine. You are more than your mistakes. You are not just here to pass time. You are here to live, to grow, to feel, to create, to connect. That's what today's episode is about. Living with meaning, speaking English with heart, using language to express who you are, not just what you do. All right, before we wrap up, let me give you a little challenge and some English practice you can do today. I want you to complete this sentence in your own words. To me, living means, and really think about it. Say it out loud. Use your English. You could say something like, to me, living means trying new things and learning every day. To me, living means making time for the people I love. To me, living means not being afraid to make mistakes, even in English. This kind of speaking practice is so important. It connects your thoughts with your voice. And that's how you become fluent. And if you want to sound more natural, try using connecting phrases like, for me personally, in my experience, I've realized that these expressions make your English sound smoother, more thoughtful, more alive. Let's do a quick recap of all the great English phrases and words we learned today. Exist versus live. Don't mistake movement for progress. Mindset, comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Passion. It's never too late to start. I feel like I'm on autopilot. Take control of your life. Be the driver, not the passenger. For me personally, in my experience, I've realized that. Now imagine using just 5 of those in your next English conversation. How much more confident and expressive you'll sound, and more importantly, how much more alive you'll feel. All right, that's it for today's episode. I hope this inspired you to stop just going through the motions and start truly living. Remember, learning English is not just about grammar and vocabulary, it's about expressing your heart, your ideas, your dreams. So don't just exist. Start living, start speaking, start believing in yourself. Thank you so much for being here with me today. This is Hazel, and I'll catch you next time. Until then, keep practicing, keep exploring, and keep living with purpose.